It's venomous ones.
Alright guys, welcome to another vlog. We're going to start this vlog out. We're at the track, and it wouldn't be an Australian track day without one of our friends coming to hang out.
The boys!
So
He's wild, straight out of the bush, and look how friendly he is. These are our wild snakes in Australia. Where, boy?
So we've had a nice little carpet python, and he's not, what is he, about a bit over a metre?
Yeah, a bit over a metre. Probably a couple of years old.
See that, Bossy? He was over in the pits, just having a look around.
You've got an Archie friend.
Yeah. You can give him
straight in for the pat.
There we go. There's a start to the day, huh?
Hey?
Is that cool?
We go let him in the bush near the creek down there so he can eat all the food and everything.
Yep.
Eat all the rats and stuff like that are around.
So honestly, these are a really good snake to have around because they bite, well, they don't bite, sorry, they eat all the bad snakes.
Yeah,
they eat all the bad snakes, they eat any rodents and all of that sort of stuff. They're really good, like, essentially cleanup crew. So, yeah, stoked.
Put him in my car.
Alright guys, as you can see by that little bit of footage I just showed you there, yesterday at the track, after catching a snake, we got insanely busy down at the track. I got zero footage. We had, was it 8? How many drivers did we have? 84? 84 drivers at Archfield Drift Park over the day. So that's 2 sessions, obviously, but 48 drivers, which is insane, by far the most drivers we've ever had. So that is absolutely insane, and then that's not including staff that went out and drove and stuff like that. So we had like over 90 cars over the day driving Archie, which is just phenomenal for our first day of 2023. So super stoked on that. And if you remember me saying that this weekend we're going to get Andrew's going to come over, I'm going to get to the whole front of the Zook thing, which what I kind of showed you guys a second ago on the footage. What it turns out, the car was meant to have chromos, so chromoly axles. It had a third of it was a chromoly axle. So we've got the little piece over there stock, this is stock, and this is a chromoly piece. But it seems like the cage inside of this side is the one that's actually been causing the drama. So Andrew, would the cage be chromo from the chromo?
Yeah.
And that's what's stuffed up?
Yeah.
So anyway, I know that this car's had a really hard life before I got it. Like, honestly, if I can find some footage, I'll put it in, but this thing got beat at comps and things like that before I got it. I've been comparatively pretty freaking nice to this car. So we're going full chromo front now. Or back to, you know, I'm sure at one point this had full chromo front in it, but it doesn't anymore. So we're going back to a full chromo front. We've got a few little bits and pieces we still need to fix, like some tie rods ends or ball joints or whatever what are the tie rod endy bit? Ball joints. We got some ball joints we still need to work out what they're off of and replace, just to get some of the slack out of the steering. But other than that, she's going to be up and running soon, ready for shenanigans. Anyway, we'll see how we go.
Get it in there.
Get it in there. Oh, look at that squirt now. Oh.
So much easier. Alright, this video has gone from place to place to place and day to day to day. We're here at, you guessed it, Frosty. He's highlighted a lot in this video, but as you know, the track was crazy the other day. Not a lot happened on that front, but on the front of S13 things, Frosty's been going crazy as usual. Got bored last night and fabricated an entire center console, which is insane, even with drink holders. And then I had a concern about knocking the car and turning it off, so he's gone and put like a frame around that so I can't knock it and switch the car off while it's driving. Clean mounts for the actual buttons and all that sort of jazz. So as usual, we're going above and beyond.
It's a nice car, mate. Got to make everything else suit. So
It's a nice-ish car.
it's got all the stuff.
It's got, yeah, it's definitely, it's got all the things, and it's very, very unique. That's for damn sure. So we are getting very close to the S13, guys. You should be seeing this tuned in the next handful of vlogs. We've basically got a little bit of a list of things to do, which isn't too bad. Frosty reckons 2 days, and he could have it absolutely smashed out of the park. We don't need it done in 2 days, but we need to put a windscreen in, mount the dash. What else is there? We're doing a gussets here to the frame because the actual frame has a bit of movement in it, and I don't like that. Engine bay is pretty much done. You just want to wire in something for the CAN bus or something.
Just wire the CAN into the ECU, the wideband.
Yeah.
And then just redo the coil pack loom for that side.
So yeah, redo the loom for these coil packs here.
I did this one already, but just didn't do that. So I'll get around to that one.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much, I've got to be able to drive it out then and put all the side wide body on. And we're ready.
Yeah. So I need to go and purchase some belts, organise a front windscreen, organise dyno time and Mitch to be able to tune it. We need to just do some other little things, like I've got these fancy tail lights on this car. We need to make sure they're doing the right thing. We need to latch the boot down. We need to get the bonnet here, do some cutting, some more extra cutting on the bonnet, because I did clearance the bonnet for this, but I forgot about the throttle, and obviously this sits up higher, so we need to probably do some trimming around here. Possibly once my bonnet's here, you'll see I've got a cutout here, and then there's a small strip, and then there's a cutout for that. So we may need to just cut it completely out and maybe do a metal sort of thing that goes around these or something to keep some strength in my bonnet. We'll see how we go with that. We obviously needed alignment before the event. What else did I say we needed? Alignment, tune, pardon?
Drive belt, just little things in that list.
Yeah, lots of little things. I did write them down on my phone, but we should be smooth sailing, ready for Power Cruise. Power Cruise is going to be ridiculous, guys. I've got a VIP spot. If you're around, there's every chance that I might be able to take people for rides. Obviously, there's a huge list of people that have helped me with this car that are going to get a ride first. But later in the weekend, come see me, you never know. We might be able to get you strapped into this thing and genuinely ride your life. This thing is fast. Well, it was fast the way it was with 670 horsepower. I've got bigger injectors going in, and I've got Mitch tuning it this time around. It never had a full tune the way it was, so this is going to have a full tune this time around with Mitch tuning it, so it's going to be far more aggressive, shooting even bigger flames out the side. Hopefully some good sort of 6-footers to two, you know, something nice crazy big flames out the side. And I don't know, pretty freaking pumped for it, guys. It's gonna be something else, I can tell you that much. Anything else that you can think of? We've been here for a while just trying to, like, I brought around some diff oil, but the rear end's all together now with the you know, all those billet axles I've got in there. We're just trying to be, you know, trying to think of all the little details we need, because there's, like, you know, 11 days until 11 days 12 days 11 days until Power Cruise. It's on a Thursday it starts. There's not a lot of time left to get this done. It is still plenty of time, but it's just one of those things where you don't want, you know, things getting out of control and have to do stuff last minute. Ideally, if I can just be, like, you know, getting alignment for this on the Wednesday beforehand, you know, just because we need an alignment. I also need to organize mirrors. I think I'm going to go with a 350Z mirror. I don't know if you guys have seen a 350Z mirror on an S13, but it actually looks pretty cool. So I've got a little collection of 350Z mirrors. So I'll go grab a pair of them and get them knocked up on here. I do need to go back to my buddy that did the wrap and get some touch-ups done. And when I get those touch-ups done, I'm going to get the mirrors wrapped in the same blue to suit. And then see how time goes. Maybe a few little sponsor decals on there. Nothing, like, just like low-key, almost blended in. I might even get sponsor stickers cut out with this same blue that the car is and get it put on the carbon fiber, so it'll be very subtle but still on there and still representing. We'll see how we go with that, but this is very close. Hope you guys are excited for it. It's been over 3 years, guys, since the S13's been driven, and it was insane when it was driving, and it spiraled into this crazy rebuild that's happened. And it's not a great deal difference to what it was, but at the same time it kind of is. You know, the whole rear end has been refabricated where everything sits, different intake manifold, different fuel system, totally different wide body and all that sort of stuff. There is a ton that's changed, but like little touches like this, which is just, you're crazy. He started doing that at 10:30 last night, did you say?
10 o'clock.
Yeah. Guy, 10 o'clock at night just starts building a center console to like fit everything. It's sick. Wait till you guys see it in person. Obviously, we're not going to paint on that before Power Cruise.
I got some near colour match paint like that, which I was planning to paint it.
Oh, okay. There you go. He's going to try and paint it. So that's going to be pretty wild to see all this. Actually, I could probably talk to the homies and see if we can just get it wrapped. We'll see how paint it first and see how it goes.
Yeah. A lot of work, mate, just to fit some new wheels.
Yeah, this spiraled out of control from buying a different set of wheels. So this is how every good build starts, is buying wheels that don't fit and then going rotisserie build on your car that was already built and was a running car. But with that said, there was a lot of stuff that wasn't right on this car that we've had to redo. You know, when this car was built the first time around, it was majority self-tappers and stuff. Two of the businesses that were involved in building this car that I paid to build this car are now out of business, so that sort of says enough about, you know, I guess I'm not really talking shit about a business because they don't exist anymore. So they don't exist for a reason. So that's where we're at with this now. And this time around, it's all been done with decent nuts and bolts and, you know, riv nuts and things like that. And it's exciting. I'm very excited and more than anything that I'm really excited about is a proper cooling system. It was literally an eBay radiator and a dodgy piping setup, which I had in the car previously, where this time around we've put a shit ton of thought into the cooling system and how it's going to run. And there is so much water on board with this car. You know, I shouldn't have any dramas with temperatures as far as the water system goes, and I shouldn't have any issues as far as the oiling goes. And I think now that this bigger intercooler than I ever had on it and a few less things sort of heating up this area, my intake temperatures should be reasonable as well. So we'll see how things go. Fingers crossed we'll have this thing all sorted, but we'll keep you guys up to date.